front.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Wagner. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So it'll be first down here after the run. They go play action here on first down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, it's Gurley. Fighting through. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. From the 50, it's gone. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the gun on 3rd down, gone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd down and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here's Matt Darr now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Meanwhile, down in Glendale, and early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The play clock's running down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Again, they run with Gurley. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Rams are in for 6. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
To go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
To throw on third down. Wagner. And that is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Meanwhile, down in Glendale, and early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And the Rams getting set to go now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Back to the air. Goff on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him a gain of 38. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. Oh, good move at the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator is relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. off now to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good. Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. Slot man moves right. Throwing on first down. Wagner. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw on second down. Wagner. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Meanwhile, down in Glendale, and early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it. And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half. See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and that'll bring up second down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body. Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. They find some open field here. And he slides to avoid the hit. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing on third, Goff. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Aldon Smith in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Niners on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Wagner. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Another carry now for Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Austin's got it left side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st down, it's gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll go down at the 28. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, here's Goff. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On second down, here's Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Rams on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Play action. It's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. First and 10. Wagner throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw on second down. Wagner, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Niners on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Off the play fake. Wagner. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
Back to throw. Wagner. They still can't get him. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And he bats it away, And it falls down incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Out of the gun. Goff. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
And now they need to execute. And a great spot to start this drive from here. First down. Wagner. He's going to go up top again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Looking to throw. Wagner. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And some room to maneuver. The 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Super 66.
In search of redemption from the pick six. Gone. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing after the interception. Wagner. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he will score. Touchdown. Pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Zerline now for the PAT. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Back to throw. Wagner. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 1st down. Wagner. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. After the interception, here's Goff. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Throwing now, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now a handoff for Gurley. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
The Rams on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Rams on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Goff. Forced out to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd down following the run. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
For the storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for Los Angeles, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.